Super featherweight champion of the world, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the American Idol, Tevin Farmer. First to the scale, Tennyson. .130 dead for Tennyson. 130 dead, right at the limit, the super featherweight limit, James Tennyson. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending IBF super featherweight champion of the world, the American Idol, Tevin Farmer. 129.6 for Tevin Farmer, 129.6. 12 rounds.
Fresh off the scale, kid.
I'm gonna pause right here because I do have to jump around a bit in the video. So it's 1:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday, October the 19th, 2018. This is taking place tomorrow on the new streaming app called DAZN. You can watch it on your Samsung. If you got Netflix, basically you can watch DAZN. So I'm hoping that he really puts on a spectacular performance tomorrow. He did good. Obviously, he won in convincing fashion against Billy Dib. But this is different now. This is a career-high payday. And he wants Gervonta Davis. And for that fight to be made, Gervonta Davis is not leaving Showtime. He has a contract. In fact, I'm going to let, before we get to Tevin Farmer's post-fight interview, here is the face-off. And then we're going to listen to a little bit from Lou DiBella.
Have a big bowl of pasta in that carbs to strengthen me up.
All right, well, we want to wish you good luck, man. Looking forward to seeing you in the ring.
Lou DiBella is the promoter of Gervonta Davis. Tevin Farmer, but has promoted Gervonta Davis cards in the past. Listen to this.
Situation. I'm willing to do business with everybody, and I'm looking for the biggest opportunities for my fighters. The more success the boxing industry has, the more success everyone has, the better it is.
Everyone needs to look at it that way.
The better it is for the fighters, the better it is for the managers, the better it is for everybody.
Right.
So right now,
I'm happy for these dudes. I worked with AK. I never worked with him before in New York. They used to be on Sirius XM radio, but they got a nice little show on the DAZN. Obviously, you got to pay for it. Some of it is released on the DAZN YouTube page. It's the DAZN USA. Is this it? Yeah. Let me go full screen show you. But let me get back to Lou, what he was talking about. Listen to this. He's talking about Tank Davis and what has to happen for Tevin Farmer if he wins tomorrow against James Tennyson.
hate on anybody. I want to see my industry rise again.
Right.
And it still needs, this isn't the end. This is the beginning of the game.
It's the beginning of a new era.
Beginning of an era. And it needs to rise. And I want to be part of that rise.
I mean, I wish all the promoters had your mindset. Speaking of Tevin Farmer, I mean, can you possibly be the liaison to make the Gervonta Davis fight happen with Tevin, being that you are in a great
you know what? Gervonta's got a promoter. It's Mayweather. He's got a long-term promotional contract. You know, people got to do what they think is right. And for Gervonta to come over here right now, you know, Eddie or DAZN have to work. Eddie and DAZN have to deal with Mayweather Promotions. They have a contract with Gervonta. I came over here with Tevin because it was the right thing for Tevin. James Tennyson's not a walkover fight. The guy can punch like a mule. But Tevin's getting paid better than he's ever been paid in his life. I view that as my... I'm sorry, you have a Katie Taylor fighting Cindy Serrano. In the background lurks one of the best women in the world, Amanda Serrano, Cindy's sister.
Looking close.
So basically, you know, you get the gist of it. You know, it's the network divide now. And I don't think... You know, I think that DAZN would put up a lot of money for Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmer, especially Gervonta Davis. But the thing is, Mayweather Promotions, they're not going to let him go. Gervonta Davis said there was no contract, but he's still an Al Heyman fighter. And the way Lou DiBella is saying, who's promoted Tank Davis fights in the past, basically, Lou DiBella is the PBC promoter if PBC fighters fight on the East Coast in the New York area. On the West Coast, it's like TGB or something like that, or Richard Schaefer. So he's promoted some of his fights in the past. Let's see if we can go listen to Tevin Farmer. Let me see if I can find it. his post-fight interview. Did I miss something? My bad. There we are.
Your Pedialyte, what you got in that cup?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you the secret.
We just know it's legal. That's all. Well, let me get a sip of that.
Absolutely. You ain't gonna like it. I like it because I'm making weight.
All right, so how you feeling now? I mean,
No, I'm just happy that the weigh-in's over with. I'm happy that the press conference over with. Everything going on this weekend, I'm happy that it's over with.
have you heard?
Making weight and having to do all these things.
I've been hearing the last couple of days that this guy James Tennyson is a hard puncher, hard hitter. We've been saying that hard to hit you, but I mean he's a hard hitter. Have you heard that, and are you worried about it at all?
Yeah, I heard it, but I mean skills pay the bills, and I fought bigger punchers and bigger fighters than him, so it's not that I'm worried about. I'm an elite fighter, and I'm gonna show that there's levels, and I'm gonna show the difference between a skillful fighter that can do it all and somebody that can only do one thing.
We definitely know there's levels to this, but you gonna show us something new tomorrow night?
Oh, absolutely. Just watch and see. Every fight I'm growing. I'm growing every fight. You know, learn on the job, and I think I'm starting to peak now.
Well, I mean, we know you're not looking past Tennyson, but we had Lou DiBella in here a little while ago, and it's great that he's working with his own and Eddie, and he's still working with that other side and has a one fight that you can't wait to face in Gervonta Davis. So down the line, that's a real possibility. We just want you to know that.
I mean, I'm not looking past Tennyson. He's gonna come in really tough. I know that for a fact. So you can never underestimate somebody that's training hard like you. But definitely, as I get past him, that's a fight that I definitely want to happen. I hope he keep winning. I'm gonna keep winning. I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna keep surrounding myself around the right people, and we're gonna do what we gotta do to make sure we secure our spot. I hope he do the same, and if he do, the fight definitely can happen soon.
Well, we're looking forward for you to shine tomorrow and defend that title in great fashion. Thank you, Tevin Farmer.
Thank you.
You know, they're always going at each other on social media. In fact, from my understanding, at one point in time, the fight was offered to Tevin Farmer, but he turned it down because he didn't want. Damn, I got to pause this. They're about to do the Katie Taylor weigh-in. So, you know, I'm wondering now, like politically, like can the fight happen? You know, and he's right now. Tevin Farmer is in a promotional agreement with Lou DiBella and Eddie Hearn, so which means Eddie Hearn has to be involved. I don't know if the fight happens, honestly. And even though I like Tevin Farmer, unless I see something differently than I see, for example, the last really it was Ivan Redkach. Orlando, I was at one of those. I was at the Darden fight. The Billy Dib and Kenichi Ogawa performance wasn't great to me. Even though he won the Ogawa fight, in my opinion, wasn't necessarily a great performance. So I think this performance right here with the new contract and everything, you know, he's really got to shine against Tennyson. And it is true that everybody's saying Tennyson is a hard puncher. Go check out my Fight Week video where we looked at a little bit of highlights and clips of him. I went back over the course of the last couple of weeks and watched a good amount of fights of his. And the fact that Tevin Farmer doesn't have the punching power, he's going to have to rely on some real heavy movement. And then that luck of the Irishman in Boston too. He better be careful, man. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Obviously, I'm going to be here immediately after the fight, my post-fight video. Please subscribe.